Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing amazing. I hope that you're staying safe and staying sane at the same time. So in today's video I'm going to be speaking about something that I really hold closely to my heart, and it's about saving more and saving more towards becoming more financially independent, especially for women, because I am very passionate about women and how they can become financially independent from a young age. So that's what I'm going to be speaking about, and especially the emphasis is during these times of COVID-19 and the whole uncertain economic times, the tough economic times. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I get to save more during these times and how you guys can get to save more during such times. So please stay tuned for more of this. Number one, save fast, then spend. I know you've had this over and over again. Probably if you're a person who is usually very intentional about saving, you've checked out so many videos on YouTube about saving and how you can save more, and every time you're told save fast then spend. So the thing is, this really helps you, because when you save fast then you spend, you will be able to know the amount of money that you're required to spend every single month. Like for example, if you have a salary of 50,000, if you know and you're very intentional about your saving, you'll know that in my 50,000 I always save 5,000 first. So every moment when I'm doing my budgeting, when I'm doing my planning for my finances, I have to work with 45,000 because I know that I am saving 5,000. The beauty of this is because it will help you develop a certain kind of discipline that you wouldn't have otherwise had, because you can imagine if you know you have 50,000 at your disposal, you're going to use all of it. It will be so much harder for you to actually save from the 50,000 if you don't intentionally save fast before you spend. So the first thing is, whatever the salary you get, whatever the amount of money you get per month, always know that you're going to save fast, then you're going to spend. The beauty of saving fast and you spend also is that it will enable you to plan your finances from that point of the amount of money you've deducted from your savings. So for example, if you're looking for a house to rent out, if you're looking for a school for your kids, you will always know that my school fees for my kids cannot exceed a certain amount of money, because I know that at the end of the day I'm going to only use 45,000. You understand? So save fast, then you spend. And then another rule, number two, use a certain rule that's going to help you to be able to come up with a nice financial plan that's easy to work with. So for me, I can give you an example. You can do the 20-20-20 40 rule. So the 20-20-40 rule is 40% of your savings, or sorry, 40% of your income, you use that on your expenses. So whatever those are, like if it's paying bills, if it's buying shopping for the house, if it's paying school fees for yourself or for your kids, if it's fueling your car, if it's transport, whatever you're going to use that 40% on, it's up to you, but it's on your expenses. 20% is for investment. So in this particular place, when we're speaking about investment, it's so different from everyone. There are people who invest in shares, there are people who invest in an insurance policy, there are people who invest in back to their business. Like for example, you're employed and you still want to and you still have a side hustle or a side business that you usually do. So there are people who usually use that 20% of their income on their business to plow back to make more money. There are people who invest in farming, there are people who invest in other people's businesses. You know, people who are called venture capitalists, who usually invest in other people's businesses. So whatever it is, always make sure, if you're going to use that 20-20-20-40 rule, make sure that the 20% is used in investment. And always remember, investment is something that will bring back money. Investment and savings are very different, and I'm actually going to do a video about that. So always remember that investment is any money you put out there that has a chance of giving birth to even more money. So that's 20, the first 20. The second 20 is your savings. So you're going to do 20% of your total income per month, and then that's the 20% that you're going to take towards your savings. So I'm going to speak about how you can save in the next point, but make sure that that 20% is for savings. Then the other 20%, it's different for everyone. You can do 10% if you're a church person, or if you're a religious person, you can do 10% of the left 20% as tithing, because there are people who are very staunch on tithing and giving back to the society in terms of charity. So you can do that 10% in the 20% for charity. Then the rest of the 10% can be used for your own personal as pocket money, like maybe to do your hair, to do your nails, to do some some shopping, up for clothes, to do something that will just make you happy and make you feel like you've worked for that money and you deserve using that money on yourself. So that's a 20-20-20-40 rule. I hope that will help you in terms of your savings. The third thing that you need to do, if you want to make your savings journey smooth and easier for yourself, don't lie to yourself that you're going to save and put it in your bank account, especially if it's a current bank account. A current bank account, I mean the bank account that you usually use on a day-to-day basis. Do not put your savings money there, because the truth is, anytime you have a need or anytime you want to buy something, you'll always go back to that bank account, and trust you me, you won't remember that that money is for savings. The moment you have a need to accomplish something, you're usually so hell-bent on just ensuring that you can get what you want. So I really advise that you have a separate account or a separate place where you get to put your money or where you get to save your money. For example, you can have 3 bank accounts. One is where your salary or your current income usually comes in. The other one could be for savings alone, whereby you can even lock it such that you can lock for 6 months, for 1 year, for 3 months, so that you cannot access that money until that time elapses. And the other one can be now for your day-to-day activities, like if you need to buy some groceries, if you need to fuel something, if you need to pay your rent. So you can have 3 bank accounts. The other way, and which I really believe in, is joining a circle. I actually want to do a video about joining a circle, you guys, because I believe that us young people need to maximize on this. I joined a circle when I was 22 years old, and this was because, not because that I was a very staunch person when it comes to savings, but because I had very good mentorship in my mom. She's been in a circle for the longest time ever, and she can vouch for it, because a circle is such a good way for you to invest. And the beauty of being in a circle is the fact that you can always access money anytime you want to do a business, anytime you want to venture into any particular thing. You can access money to finance that, as opposed to being in a bank. And I'm sorry to say this, but banks will make it look easy, that it will make it look as if getting a loan is so easy, but when you need that loan or when you're in urgent need of that money, they will frustrate your life. They will make you feel like you cannot even access it, and mind you have been saving money with them. So my advice is join a circle like ASAP. I remember when I got this job, my very first job, my mom told me, if there's one thing that I can advise you and I would want you to pick up, and forget everything I've ever told you, is join a circle now. And for me, to be honest, that's the best decision I've made so far. So join a circle. I'm actually going to do another video about how you can join a circle, the best circles. I'll do research about the top 10 best circles in Kenya and how you can join them, the rules, the different rules they have, the different requirements, and just helping you, because I really believe, especially as women, we really need to be financially independent. I love it when I see women who can take care of themselves financially, who can do things for themselves financially. So I'm very passionate about this, and that's why I'm going to be doing a video about how you can join that circle and how you can become even more financially independent. So join a circle, that's another thing. Another way in which you can save in a plan that's going to be to help you enhance your discipline is using M-Shwari. Many people in Kenya have M-Pesa, and M-Pesa has this option for M-Shwari. Use that M-Shwari lock savings account, whereby you can lock your money for 1 year and just be putting in some money, even if it's 200 bob per week, even if it's 500 bob per month, even if it's 1,000 bob per month. At the end of that year, you will have had a lot of money that you would have otherwise not had before. So make use of these things, and it's absolutely free. As long as you have an M-Pesa line, it's absolutely free for you to have an M-Shwari lock savings account. So just go to your SIM toolkit, go to M-Pesa, go to loans and savings, then you'll have your M-Shwari. Then you can see the options of send money to M-Shwari. You'll see the option of lock savings account. I think especially to those people who really struggle to save. I know it's something that many people struggle with. So if you're that person who really struggles to save, I advise you to open a lock savings account. Well, I had tried that thing for 52 weeks challenge, and I think I got only 15,000. I have friends who actually completed it and they got the 68,000 bob. So I think you can join a group whereby you will get motivation from your friends or from your family. You can save together with a goal. So lock savings account will be for you if you're especially starting out in this savings thing and you have never done it before. I think it would be the best option for you in this place at this point. The other thing is to have a budget. You guys, as in, you cannot be earning money, you cannot be having an income and you don't have a budget, because when you don't have a budget, you're going to spend your money endlessly. Have a budget, and in this budget indicate everything. If it's from airtime, if it's from paying your bills, if it's from fuel in your car, if it's from transport, savings, as in, I think the thing that can save you a lot is having a budget that's fully detailed. And I think when you have a budget, you'll be able to, your mind will become compartmentalized, whereby you know that this amount of money I'm going to be using for this purpose and it cannot be used for anything else. So please create a budget that's in line with your lifestyle. And the other thing is, do not live within your means. Do not do things that your pockets cannot sustain. Like, I know nowadays there's all these loaning apps that are here that make you feel as if you can get anything you want just by the click of a button. But let me tell you something, you just need to plan yourself in a way that you can be able to plan your finances to achieve everything that you want to achieve. So that brings me to the other point: save with a goal. I cannot stress this enough. Let me tell you something, and I keep repeating this. The Bible says that my people perish because of lack of a vision or lack of knowledge. So when you're saving money and just putting it at a savings account and you don't know why you're even doing that, it will get to a point you'll feel like you have so much money and you can use that money to do absolutely anything. But when you have a goal, for example, if you're saving for your first car, you will always remember, even when I remove money from that savings account, I have to return it back, because at the end of the day, there's something I am saving towards, and there's something that if I remove this money, I will not be able to achieve. So you need to have a goal. I cannot stress this enough. You have to have a goal. If you'll put it in your vision board, if you'll put it at your bedside lamp or your bedside table, have a goal that you can always look back to, so that even when you're saving, you are even more motivated towards achieving that particular goal. And you know, the human mind is very competitive. When you have goals and when you have dreams, it's easier for you to be more disciplined towards getting to that point, as opposed to just walking aimlessly without having a plan. So please have a plan, please have a goal. Write down your goal and write down how much it will cost you. For example, if you're saving towards a wedding, you cannot save without having that budget in your mind. So you first need to know how much money would you want to spend in a wedding, how much money would you want to spend in a particular event, for you to now save backwards. Do you understand me? So a goal is very important, because it will keep you in check, it will keep you disciplined, and it will help you achieve your goal, achieve your dreams even faster. So that's the other thing. And another thing is that write a list of your wants versus your needs. Your needs are things that you cannot live without. That's why we were taught about the basic needs: food, shelter, clothing. Your wants are things that will just make your life a bit easier or make your life more interesting. So you need to separate, especially in these tough economical times. You need to focus more on your needs as opposed to your wants, because every human being wants to be able to satisfy their wants anytime they want to. But if your financial capability has not gotten to that point, you need to first satisfy your needs, so that you won't have to sell those wants you've bought so that you can satisfy your needs. You understand me? So your needs are basically the things that every single day of your life or every month of your life you have to use them. You need them. Like if it's food, if it's a roof over your head, if it's clothing, those are things that you cannot do without. So when you're doing your budgeting, put it in segment it into your needs versus your wants. This will really go a long way in helping you become a better person and more financially independent. So you guys, this video, I could speak about so many things. And then another thing is, especially during this time, capitalize on doing wholesale buying. This is something that I really did a lot of last year. And when you do wholesale buying, you end up saving a few coins per purchase, but at the end of the day, you'll realize that if you would have used shopping of 5,000 at a supermarket, when you do wholesale, you use like 3,500 or even 4,000. So at the end of the day, you end up, if your budget for shopping is 5,000 every month, you end up saving 1,000, and this 1,000 you can use it to do something else, or even to save it more, or even invest it more. So wholesale buying is very important, because you will buy things that will last you even longer. So you'll find the following month you won't even have to buy some things that you had bought initially, because they're still in plenty. So wholesale buying is the plug. And I usually do my wholesale buying at a store called Tucha. It's in Nairobi West, just next to Hotel Rio. Opposite Hotel Rio, you'll find that place, and it's usually extremely full, especially on the weekends. So if you can manage to sneak in some time to go shopping during the week, it would be much better for you. You'll spend less time there. So the final thing, and this particular point applies to people who are in employment. So recently the government announced that they're going to reduce the pay as you earn tax from 30% to 25%. So there's also a chart that shows, I'm going to insert it here, a chart that shows your salary per month and how much relief you're going to be getting. So in this particular time, I think remember, this is not money you used to have originally. So my advice would be, every single time you get that money, the excess money in your salary every month from now on, save that. Like, assume it was not existent. Assume your life was moving on the way it was before, and you were surviving, and you were just able to cater for your needs and to cater for yourself. So use that money to save and actually have a goal. If you are saving towards buying land, if you're saving towards building a house, if you're saving towards school fees, have a goal and put that money aside to help you achieve that goal. So remember, you didn't have it originally, but now you have a chance of even having some more money, some more disposable income that you can use to make yourself even more financially independent at the end of the day. So use that tax relief wisely, and don't just assume, yeah, I have more money now, I can party more, I can buy more clothes, I can do this. No, just use that money wisely. So yeah, those are my tips about how you can save during these times. And I feel like I have so many points in my mind, but I don't want this video to be extremely long because I want you to watch it to the end. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll be doing so many more videos about income, about finances, about budgeting, about saving, about circles, about so many things, because I'm very passionate about ensuring that people are financially independent, especially when we are young. So thank you so much for watching this video about savings, and I hope that it's made you a better person, and I hope that it's given you more tips and ideas about how you can save more and how you can be on the journey towards financial independence. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for the support I have been receiving so far. You guys are super amazing. I am super encouraged every time I see you guys, every time I hear your comments, every time I see you subscribe to my channel. It's very encouraging. So I'm just promising you that I'm going to be keeping it real. I'm going to be sharing with you tips that I have learned along this journey. I'm going to be walking with you on this journey, and I'm just going to be giving you content that's going to make you a better person. So thank you so much. In case you've not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, because it really supports my channel, and it's super encouraging. Like, it helps me even have more motivation to create even more content that's even more beneficial to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe, share with your friends, so that we can all become better at saving, and we can all be on the journey towards financial independence. So stay tuned for more videos, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Till next time, goodbye.